Hello, this is Eduardo Sendejas Duerge, student from Tecnológico Monterrey, Campus Monterrey. Today I'm going to show you my final project, my presentation for the class of Cultural Heritage of Mexico. So I'm going to talk to you a little about my project is Luis Barragan House Studio. It is located in a working class suburb of Mexico City that represents an outstanding example of the architect's creative work in the post Second World War period. Barragan created a regional adaptation of the international modern movement in the architectural design. The concrete building, totaling of 1,161 square meters, consists of a ground, a floor, and two upper stories, as well as a small private garden, and the architect integration of modern design with traditional Mexican vernacular elements has been greatly influential, especially in the contemporary design of gardens. For example, his use of water fountains and reflects Mediterranean and Islamic traditions, in particular Moroccan. I'm going to show you a little presentation I did for Luis's Barragan House and Studio to show you how it looks like. Let me share my screen. Right, there we go. Right. So this is the location of the house. As you see, is besides of the Bosque of the Chapultepec. It is very close to. Actually, it is in San Miguel Chapultepec first section, and it is just by the Avenida de Constituyentes. It is a good location. It's also very near to the Hipódromo of Mexico City. So here's a little some photos of the house. You can see the outside, the concrete walls, some painted as pink and some as red, very intensive red, and some of them just left as concrete itself. This is the inside of the house. As you can see, the studio, part of the studio. You can see there's a lot of light inside the house, natural light, and the stairs all made by wood. A lot of wood we can see, and a lot of volumes all around the house. There's another one outside the house. As you know, Luis Barragan uses a lot of pink in his projects, just as the, the other projects. And you can see here the main wall of the outside. Look, it's pink. Here's another look of the house inside. You can see the very lightful colors. He's now using yellow in the ceiling to, and it comes down to the fire. You can see the very classical wood in the floor, and the walls inside are kept like they're not all covered, as you can see. They put only a few paintings and very small to see the volume of the house and the actual size that you can appreciate a little more like this. So here's the blueprints of the house. You can see there's all small small rooms and the pavilion of outside. Here is the private office. It's very small. The master bedroom and the afternoon room, the guest room, the mezzanine, and the dress room, and it's called Room of the Christ, as you can see. So the house has only two rooms, both with their own bathroom, and a mezzanine. So it's not a very big house actually. And now I'm gonna show you a little part of my interview with my dad. My dad is a civil engineer, so he's a very big fan of Luis Barragan projects and himself. Here I asked him what does he think about the government letting the house as it was and kept it as a museum, and here is his answer.
It is very good decision, and it's a worldwide architectural heritage. The government did the right thing. On my final evidence.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna talk to you about my proposal itself. As you know, or I'm gonna explain to you, Luis Barragan House and Studio, it said, and people says, and the architect says that it's not finished. This was because he made it for himself, and he wanted it to, in the process of living there, moving some things and uh, just like zoom more to the house, to the studio, how was himself feeling. So if he wanted to aggregate some a little room or change a room, that's why he didn't finish it. So in my proposal, I said that all the architects from the university should grab the house and studio and make it as a new project and as a proposed to finish the house. This is because it's not easy to work with uh, a project, an architectural project as important as Luis Barran House and Studio. So, as an student of architect, you wouldn't send or you wouldn't propose something that it doesn't goes with it or that it doesn't belongs to the importance of this house and studio for us Mexicans. So that's my proposal for some. I think it will be better or good to grab like the last semester students of architects for some universities and to make them this hypothesis to propose them to finish the house, the design of the house, and this will make all the students think how was Luis Barragan's thinking in that moment and how Luis Barragan thinks for all his projects, and that will be like a more inside of your project, more thinkable project, not so much as like gonna send this, and it will be good for us, not as architectural students, to see uh, maybe someone who can be like Luis Barrera in the future, or to see the future of Mexican architects. So that's pretty much it for me, and I think it will be very good to work with this cultural heritage of Mexico we have, very important for us. And yeah, thank you so much.